Aloha, cupcakes. Yesterday I went out in the hills and shot some comparative videos between the camera I'm shooting on right now, which is the Dji Pocket, the Insta360 RS.
Insta360
I think that's all of it. And then my Panasonic, that's the Lumix S1. Now, I did my best to get as close to the same focal length on all three as possible, but with two of these being one of, like this one I think is 20 millimeters, the Insta360 is 16 millimeters. So I had to crop a little bit to get it as close to I could. It's as matched as I can get it. And then I did color it and I did match it because the exposure on both cameras is very different because they have very different color profiles and they have a very different exposure number in them. One of them is in a percentage, the other one is an actual like 3600K this, so I had to get close. So yes, there's some color grading. But here, take a look. So this one is the DJI Pocket, and we're currently on top of a hill in Carson City, overlooking all of Carson City. Now this one's shooting at 20 millimeters, I think. And I didn't even realize this thing doesn't autofocus. So that's what the little jumpiness is. So I have adjusted that since. I had no idea that it did that. I just thought it was always in focus. Who knew? Obviously not me. Now this is the Insta360 RS, the absolute longest model number they possibly could have given this camera. Now this one I noticed that it's a little bit more grainy when I'm looking at the video, but at the same time it's also very crisp, very clear, and the colors are almost identical to the DJI without me having to do a whole lot of editing on it. Which is kind of fun, but everything is in focus. There's no outside of that spectrum of focus. Now this is the Lumix S1. It's a full frame camera and I have a 16 millimeter lens and I didn't put a filter on this one. So it's doing that. The little rainbowy thing. Yeah, those are called lens flares. That's what happens when I don't put a box on it and I don't put a filter, but it's still kind of fun. Here's the opposite side of the hill. I do like the way the clouds look with this one. And a reminder, I did fix the focus thing. So it's fixed-ish. I guess we'll see, actually. I haven't used it for anything other than shooting at my desk, so. Now we're back to this Insta360 camera. Honestly, the difference between a 16 millimeter focal length versus a 20 millimeter doesn't seem like it's a whole lot, but when you're looking at this, it's hugely different. Especially when you're looking at on a 40-inch screen like I am. Also, it looks way cooler on a 40-inch screen than it does on a 5-inch screen, just in case you're bored. Now we're back to my big fatty camera. Now this one I don't know, I probably could have shot this with a 20 millimeter lens and been good. I just thought 16 millimeters was closer match since I wasn't 100% sure on what the DJI was. So now that you've seen all three of them, what did you think about them? Like, let me know in the comments what camera you think is better, whether or not this camera in particular, the DJI, is a good enough camera for me to be using. And I don't know, everything that I possibly could have screwed up. Just put it in the comments. Till next time, stay moist, my friends.